Hello my friends and welcome back to the Scott Reed Project. And no, you are not seeing things. What we have here is a turkey. As if we haven't had enough of turkey already. But there's a lot of cheap turkeys this time of year flinging around. What's left over from Christmas. This is a 5 kilo free range turkey. I paid £9 British, not to be sniffed at. So I thought I'd do a video, something different. I've already got 3 turkey videos, you know, the turducken, the turkey roll and the turkey cushion. But I want to do something a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the legs off, completely bone the legs, and we'll stuff those. Then with the crown, take it off the bone, lay some of that fantastic stuffing down the centre. We'll tie it up, streaky bacon across its back and a few herbs on top. It's a lot of meat for your money. Put it in the freezer, use it for Easter, or just do this come Thanksgiving or Christmas next year. So like I said, I want to take those legs off, so easy as, just follow the natural seam. Make sure you take in that lovely oyster, one of the finest parts on the bird, and as you can see, the board joint has already popped out. One leg. Giblets. So you can see just that natural seam. And again, on the back, taking in that oyster. It's a hell of a chunk of meat on a turkey. And then we can snap the leg out. A beautiful colour of meat that is. Free range. That gives us leg number 2. So we'll take our wings off. Just going through the joint. Same with other side. That's our wings. Then what we need to do is just bone out the crown by just gently working our way over the rib cage and the breastbone. And if you notice, I bone it out in layers, so just gently move down. And obviously we don't want to go through that skin if we can help it. So there's one side, and then repeat on the other side. Just always, as I've said many times before, only using the tip of the knife, working from left to right. Loosen it off. And then just easing it over the breastbone so it's hanging on. Just give it a helping hand. And obviously you can save the carcass for stock. But what we've got there then, trim that up, is our fantastic boneless turkey crown or turkey butterfly. We've got our wings and we have our legs. We just want to take that knee joint off. Now, as you know, there's quite a few sinews in these legs and we want it completely boned. First of all, we will take the thigh bone out, always moving the meat to you. Just taking your time with the point of the knife through the joint with the drumstick. Get our knife underneath. 1 thigh bone. We will repeat with the other side. Always working, again, just the tip of the knife through that joint. Get your knife underneath if you want. And there is thigh bone number 2. So onto that drumstick then. Just get your knife round that joint because we want to tunnel bone this. Obviously, you heard me say there's those sinews in there. There's about 8 per leg. So we'll just gently start by getting our knife in and exposing that bone, the drumstick. You may be able to pull gently and just doesn't scrape as easy as chicken, but we want to take, now I want to pull it so it's just got the tip of that bone in. And what I want to do is just go through and we're just leaving the tip of that bone, and while we've got it all inside out, just feel for those sinews, just getting your knife underneath them. You can actually feel them with your hands. Just scrape along. I think there's one more there, I think. And that should be all the sinews out. Saying that, there's one more there. I mean, you can use pliers to pull these out, but you can tear the meat. Just take your time, scrape it down, and that should be completely boneless and intact. Look at that. And that, again, is our leg completely boned. Right, time to make up our stuffing. Get these filled and get that beautiful crown filled. So onto the stuffing then, my all-purpose stuffing, a pound of sausage meat. I've chopped and sweated down 2 onions. That goes in. Decent handful of breadcrumbs. There's about 10 chopped fresh sage leaves. Thyme. Just pluck off some thyme. Then what I have here, I've rehydrated. These are portobello mushrooms, about 250 grams, just in some boiling water. You could save that liquor. What I'm going to do, because I think this will go fantastic in this stuffing, is just chop a few through, and I will get those into my stuffing. Then we will season it up. So don't be too fussy. That should do us. We'll get that into our stuffing. Then season it up. Crank some pepper in. Some nice fresh salt. Just have a look at that. That crafty Mockney, alright geezer, Jamie Oliver. Hey? What's all that about? Do you reckon I'll ever have my name on my own salt? You never know. So we'll get some salt in. Courtesy of Jamie Oliver. It's Packer, mate. Right, that's enough of that. And we just get our hands in and give it a good old mix up. If we need to add a bit more sausage meat or a bit more breadcrumbs, then so be it. Oh, look at it. Smells divine, dear boys and girls. So, there's our stuffing mix then, as you can see. What I need to do then, first of all, get some into this lovely crown. So, all together now. Straight down the middle. Then just peel that fillet, or the tenderloins as you guys over the pond like to call it. I quite like that name for it. And then, I think that's enough. We shall come back to that and tie that up. What a beautiful looking joint that is. Next, our legs. So, let's split that in half. Just, obviously where we took the drumstick out, the bone, the leg bone, just start refilling it. We can rebuild him. $6 million turkey. And then get a bit where that thigh bone was. And we will fettle these, we will tie them, but give you a rough idea, just fettle it, as you can see, leaving that tip in the bone, makes it a lovely shape. You can, where misses, gently fettle it. We want to tie it and wrap it in cling film so it stays that shape. And when it's cooked, as you can imagine, cutting through it, fantastic. So we will repeat with t'other leg. That is almost the perfect amount for one turco. Right, I should give my board a tidy up and we should sort these out. Okay, first thing we're going to deal with then is that lovely turkey crown that we'd stuffed. So, what I want to do is just put a couple of holding strings around it, just to keep its shape. So that's that knot where you don't put a lot of pressure on and it locks itself off. I should put it down in the comments. So you tie your knot, you tie your locking knot, push your knot to your meat so you don't put too much pressure on. Cut it off. Then, what's not to like? Bacon. Streaky bacon. This is plain streaky. You can use smoked if you want. Personally, I think it might be a little bit too much powerful for it. But I know you guys in the US, you do like to smoke your turkeys as well. So, just go for it. So we get some lovely streaky on. And that fattiness will help to lubricate it. How nice does that look? And then we can start tightening this bad boy up. I put a few strings around it. Very simple to make these. If you have a turkey crown for Thanksgiving or Christmas, do it this way. Lost a little bit of stuffing, which you will do, but how's that looking? Hey, solid meat. Stunning. So, same principle as before. I mean, you can, if you want, go that way, but what I want to do, I want to try and keep it as straight as possible. So again, just put some strips of bacon along its length, and if you've got them, the ideal thing would be those poultry bands. If not, just using that gentle knot which you lock off, push it up to the meat till it gives no more, and then just tie it off. And the trick is to get these legs in one long joint. So I'll just put that last knot on the end there, and as you can see, just gently, a little bit of pressure, cut it off. You are left with that lovely leg. Right, I shall repeat with the other side. Well, you've got to admit that's looking pretty cool. So what I want to do now is a couple of sprigs of rosemary and a sprig of thyme. I'm just going to put a holding string round those, just because we can. I think it looks nice. You can leave it on for the cooking process as well. And that is how you turn one bone-in turkey into something I think looks pretty cool. Okay, my friends, let's see what we've achieved. That fantastic boneless stuffed turkey crown, and then these fantastic stuffed legs which I have wrapped in cling film tight. They will keep their shape. You put those in the fridge, and if you've got the longer cling film, by all means wrap it up, twist the ends, and they would be great poached slowly. Then unwrap the cling film, brown them off in the pan, slice that. Just imagine that lovely thigh meat. I am a fan of the leg meat, the darker meat, and just fried off and cut into little roulades. Stunning. But there is one turkey there, ready to go. Another fantastic way to prepare a turkey, he says, lovingly stroking the legs. They're amazing. Like I said, you could poach these in the cling film if you seal both ends, but you could just leave the cling film on to take shape, take them out, put the legs and your crown on a tray and roast it. Absolutely brilliant idea, and it looks amazing. And if you've liked what you've seen here today on the Scott Reed Project, please click subscribe. The button's there somewhere. You know you want to. Go on, click subscribe. Also find me on my social media, on Facebook at The Scott Reed Project, or just on my page, Scott Ree. You'll see the little icons down here somewhere, and also on my Twitter at The Scott Reed Project. Right then, I don't think I'll cook this today because we only had turkey 3 days ago. So this will go in my freezer, but it's all boned, it's all stuffed, it's ready to rock and roll, baby. So until next time, take it easy, give this a go. Definitely give this a go. All the best.